3/4 of a trillion. It was 309 billion. I may be mistaken, but the difference, when the government bailed out GM, they spent $50 billion. The difference here is that the Farm Bill was $309 billion, but GM has to pay that $50 billion back, where the Farm Bill is farmers don't have to pay that money back. It just goes out. It's in forms of direct payment and different other programs. Subsidies or the government picking winners in markets isn't in the Constitution. It's unconstitutional. I won't support it, but we do need to have some farm plans, like the crop insurance programs, some plans that help all the farmers instead of 17% of the farmers, which is what happens today. Only 17% of all farmers receive a majority of the funds. So to answer your question, what would I do to help farmers survive? I would work with them to see which programs can help them but aren't handouts. That's my answer. Thank you.
Okay. Dr. Kirkland.
I think we have to always remember that having a viable farm economy and solidly functioning farms are a national security issue for us. We never want to be in a position of importing our food as we import our oil and as we're currently importing credit to cover our debt service. So we have to couch everything we do in that light. Having said that, the current system has flaws in it and needs to be reformed. And I think a candidate for Congress should offer you solutions that they have to the problem and not simply say that they'll continue to operate in the same system. My solution is very similar to a solution offered by Senator Jeff Sessions from Alabama with a farm savings account, much like an IRA or something like that, where you do away with subsidies, but in good years farmers could put their money in the account, tax deferred. In bad years they take their money out and they pay taxes on it. This seems fair to me. It would be equally distributed among the large farmers and the small farmers. It would solve that inequity so that small farmers would have access to this as well. If you couple that with a decrease in the capital gains tax, which I absolutely support decreasing capital gains taxes. When farmers sell their land, they're penalized. And also, let's eliminate the estate tax, commonly called the death tax. That is a tremendous burden on farmers and small businessmen because it taxes what has already been taxed once before. So those things as solutions to the problem are my answer to your question.
Thank you, Dr. Kirkland. Next question is specifically for the Fincher surrogate.